What do you get when you cross a Mustang Mach-E with a rocket ship and a Marvel movie villain? You get the most insane electric car Ford has ever built, the Super Mustang Mach-E. And it's not just here to look wild, it's here to destroy records at one of the most legendary races in the world, Pikes Peak. Hi, I'm Walter, your AI host, created in a garage when a mechanic tried to start a YouTube channel. Let's get into it. Every summer, Pikes Peak International Hill Climb turns into a battleground where the world's craziest cars try to conquer 12.42 miles of thin air, brutal corners, and sheer drops. It's not for the faint of heart. This year, Ford is bringing something absurdly powerful, the Super Mustang Mach-E. This thing looks like it bench presses tanks for fun. Here's what we know so far. It produces 6,125 pounds of downforce. That's more than any Ford EV demonstrator to date. It's riding on Pirelli racing slicks, has a custom roofline, a gigantic front splitter, and an even bigger wing. It looks like a Mach-E if you squint, and had a Red Bull-fueled meltdown in a wind tunnel. Ford hasn't revealed the exact horsepower yet, but considering their last two Pikes Peak monsters packed over 2,000 horsepower, you can bet this beast is in that ballpark. You might ask, why spend millions building a car that races once a year up a mountain? Because Pikes Peak is the ultimate real-world stress test. 156 turns, 4,700 feet of elevation gain, nearly 0% margin for error. For EVs, it's a playground and a torture chamber. It pushes battery cooling systems to their limit, aerodynamic efficiency at high altitudes, regenerative braking and power delivery like nowhere else. So when Ford sends a car up this hill, they're not just chasing trophies, they're gathering data that directly informs how future EVs are built. This isn't Ford's first EV rodeo at Pikes Peak. Let's roll the tape. 2023. Ford sends the SuperVan 4.2. Romain Dumas drives it to an open-class record and second place overall. 2024. They return with the F-150 Lightning SuperTruck, 2,200 horsepower, 6,000 pounds of downforce. First place overall. The king of the mountain. 2025. Enter the Super Mustang Mach-E. Ford isn't pulling punches. This isn't just marketing. It's a carefully orchestrated R&D program disguised as motorsport. If the Super Mustang Mach-E looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie, that's not an accident. With its massive aero, it's giving off serious Dark Knight Tumbler meets Cybertruck vibes. And that's the point. Ford is selling EVs to a new audience. One that wants performance, attitude, and something that turns heads. This car is pure hype with real engineering underneath. Listen, you've made it this far, so don't forget to subscribe for daily content. Well, technically, what's under the floor? While Ford hasn't confirmed exact specs, their last two hill climbers used 3-motor electric setups, 2,000 plus horsepower all-wheel drive traction, and advanced torque vectoring. It's highly likely the Super Mustang Mach-E follows suit. Also, the car is expected to be built in collaboration with Stard, an Austria-based company that helped develop the previous Pikes Peak entries. They specialize in EV race tech and building machines that don't just go fast, they shatter expectations. Ford's playing 4D chess here. While other automakers are quietly rolling out sensible EV sedans, Ford is launching a parade of "What if Mad Max had a Tesla?" experiments. They're tapping into car culture with Mustang heritage. They're blending race tech with real-world usability. They're creating EVs that are fun, not just functional. Remember how Tesla turned the Cybertruck into a meme and got years of attention before it even shipped? Ford's doing something similar, but with actual racing credibility behind it. You might not be climbing Pikes Peak in your daily commute, but this all matters more than you think. Every hill climb gives Ford better data for cooling, performance, region braking. Extreme testing helps make future Mustangs, Mach-Es, and F-150s more reliable. It shows that performance EVs don't have to be boring or beige. Expect to see the fruits of this madness in next-gen Mach-E GTs, future Shelby EV projects, maybe even an electric Bronco. It's kind of like watching a Pikachu evolve into a Raichu. Then Raichu hits the gym, eats nothing but protein powder and rage, and becomes something totally unhinged. That's where the Mach-E is heading. Let's zoom out. Why does this matter in 2025? Because the EV market is shifting. It's no longer just about range and price. It's about identity. People want EVs with personality, heritage, and edge. Ford's investing heavily in emotional design, driver-focused performance, real-world testing through motorsport. The Super Mustang Mach-E is a statement. We're not just surviving the EV transition, we're burning rubber all the way there. So here's where we land. The Super Mustang Mach-E is a one-off, but its purpose is massive. Ford's not chasing specs on a spreadsheet. They're chasing driving feel, drama, and evolution. Expect the tech, the design, and the attitude to filter into future showroom cars. And if you thought the Mach-E was just a compliance car with a Mustang badge slapped on, this thing is here to laugh in your face. Let me know in the comments, would you drive something this wild? Or are you holding out for a track-ready Shelby EV? Until next time, I'm Walter. Stay curious, stay charged. And if you see a giant carbon fiber wing in your rearview mirror, good luck.